So this is going to be part one of my workroom improvements, updates, vlog. And this is where I had like all my computers and everything, and I worked here on projects and everything, and it was okay, but as I added more computers and everything, that outlet right there and right there was insufficient, so it was time to do something about that. And so, first thing we did, we cleaned everything out of the room, which was a lot, as you can see. Most of it's right over there, some's down there underneath the table, some over there, and all over the place. And that took some time to clean up and everything. And after that, this room was actually finished. It had a drywall ceiling and had all its insulation up there, but we had to rip out the drywall ceiling, which was kind of interesting and fun. And we had to do that because we replaced the single little light that was right there. As you can see, it was this thing right there, which was enough light until we took out the drywall ceiling. So we installed 1 and 2 recessed lights in here, both with 13-watt CSLs, which provide more than sufficient enough light down here to do any kind of project. And so now that after that was done, it was on to the outlet stage, and as you can see, we have another outlet going in here and another one going here, and this piece of conduit and outlet's all ready to go. It's bolted to the wall, it's not going anywhere even in an earthquake. This one needs a little bit of work. As you can see, it falls quite easily, and if you haven't noticed, it's right under a floor joist, which was a big problem. The original plans is going to have an outlet here, over there, but drilling into concrete is quite difficult if you don't have the proper tools, which we don't, of course. So there was a bunch of holes drilled, one right there and right there already, so we just used that and put some drywall anchors in. So that's kind of interesting. And what we're waiting on for these is we have to go out here. As you can see, we've got our panels for our power and everything, and we've got our main one here and our sub panel. And the problem is, after we run the wires, we have to run them into here, 2 of them, because I'm having 2 outlets, one here, one there, so that goes up. But the problem is we have to drill some holes in the joist to run more wiring, as our holes that were built were already filled, so there's one there. But the next problem is running the wires from here and up into here, where the wires go out. But that's the problem, because there's certain building code regulations where you can put the holes in the joist and how big they can be, and the problem is we got our main air duct supplies going from our furnace for the first floor, and it's going to be quite difficult. But once we get that through, we can run the electrical wiring into here and get the outlets. And then after that's done, I plan on putting a workbench from right here, and it goes all the way over to about here, and then just fill that up with everything and put all my networking stuff here and everything. And I kind of want to add a utility sink right here, as this is our water main, which goes up in this direction. But as you can see here, there's a water spigot. I don't know if it works. I've not tried it. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get it closed, but hopefully I can add a sink here with a pump that shoots over into our sump pump right over there. And then after that, probably put back everything in here, run some new networking lines, as the only one I've got is this rather old Cat 5 cable, 40 feet, it's Cat 5. I'm not going to try to push gigabit through it at all. It's insulation, as you can see, I've had to tape it. The insulation was pretty much non-existent there, and it needs to go. And then put everything back in here, and then I'm also trying to get one of those cheap $50 UPSs to put right here that powers my networking and server stuff, in case there's a power outage. I'm also going to see if I can get it to power up our internet modem, which is over there and up a floor behind our couch, which will be nice. So since I have a laptop, it'll work in the power outage. It's always nice. And everything's gotten a fresh coat of paint. The entire basement has got this decorative brick wall. It was originally painted red, is, you can see, might see that it's just a bit of tinge of red, but it was up there is supposed to be a decorative brick, but it's a poured foundation which is completely smooth, which I wish they didn't do this because I'd put drywall over this and insulate it, but that's not gonna happen. So this was painted white by a previous owner, and I painted is like a little white or light yellow for the brick, and then a nice blue for the drywall. And all the doors and the trim are gonna be painted white, hopefully, whenever I find time to do it. It needs it. And I want to get a flat rocker switch for this room, which would be quite nice instead of this one, but there's some issues with that. Not wanting to spend the $2 for a light switch and the $1 for a light switch cover, which is $3, probably $4 after tax, which is not much, which would be nice to go here instead of this old light switch. And I mean, the sewer pipe here is kind of a problem because, as you can hear, there's water. That's from our sump pump over there. It's raining now and it's quite noisy, which I wish this wasn't here or was cast iron so you couldn't hear it. But that's not going to happen anyway. Like I said, I want to try to get a utility sink here. It's just going to only have cold water. I'm not going to take the time to run a bunch of cold water lines. I mean hot water lines from our water heater and have to do a bunch of soldering. This, literally, I just hook up a garden hose, run it to the sink, have the utility sink with a pump under it, pumps it up. Don't know where the best place to shoot it because sump pump's over there, the drain's up there. I'm not going to do anything with that. I don't want to drill in there. There is condensate lines for our furnace or air conditioning that would drain into there, which goes into our sump pumps right there, which that could be a possibility, but I don't know about code regulations. I'm going to have to investigate in that. But this room is hopefully making good progress. I'm hoping to get these outlets wired up quite soon, so we can build the bench, paint that, and then put like under countertop shelving and some lights hopefully, which again is budget issues. I mean, I pay for it, but my parents are like, quit wasting your money on it. And so I just like to do that, run like a little LED strip lighting into there. And then hopefully, I don't know, maybe turn one of these walls into like a review set, or maybe mount a little green screen, I don't know. But yeah. And this is, you might be wondering, this is why my first video in a while. I mean, summertime, I have some computer problems, which involving a new video card, which I bought. My computer's too old and won't run it. So I have to build a new one, which I'm hopefully going to get around to very, very soon, so I could put that in there. Get that running with 8 gigs of RAM and a quad core from AMD with a GTX 750 Ti. So after that, I'll hopefully come back to making videos and everything, but I'm busy, so I don't know if that's going to happen soon, but I hope it does. But yeah, this is hopefully one of the parts. I'm hopefully going to have some more, like the outlets. After that, the countertops. Putting the battery backup down here, running some new Cat 5 wiring and everything, and hopefully getting the sink and flat rocker switch over there, which maybe I'll just order discreetly off of Amazon, which is going to cost about $10 instead of the $4 at Lowe's, but hey, Amazon comes right to my house in a mailbox. What's more convenient than that? And they won't even know until I install it. Yeah. And until my dad comes out here and can't turn on the light, and then we trying to figure out why I changed the light switch, but hopefully it'll work. And I hope this is one of the more than one part to this, I'm hoping, but this video's going on long enough talking about my room, but so whatever, I'll end it. So, until the next part, goodbye.